Hey everybody, today I am working on a Puch Magnum. I am going to install an EBR hydraulic fork front end. First thing we got to do is remove and disconnect everything on the front end. We can start by removing the front brake cable, which is a 9mm wrench. Okay, pull that out. Now we can remove the speedometer cable using a pliers. Okay. The front axle is a 17. And we can loosen the other side. Okay, lift it out. Next, I want to disconnect the headlight. You can pull the connectors from the back of the headlight. Now let's remove the handlebars. These are 11mm. I'm gonna put a rag on the tank. For the steer tune up, you can use a giant crescent wrench. You can just remove it with your fingers. These two nuts are 13mm. Now we should be able to take off this top plate. I didn't know that this little bar was in here, so that was going to slide all these out. But since there's this bar right here, we have to take off the cables. We'll start with this brake cable, just pull it out, press it in, and pull this little tab out. There we go. This throttle cable, we'll just remove the whole thing and slide this off and through the fork. Alright. Last one is the clutch cable. Another flathead. So undo that. Squeeze it, pull it, squeeze it. There we go. The last part to take off the forks is this nut right here. To take off this nut, I use a big channel lock. Okay, then you should just be able to spin it off with your fingers. Once you have it dropped halfway, use a magnet, and you actually want to pull out all these little ball bearings. Alright, and there we have it removed. These are the bearings. These ones are really dirty. They did not even move in there. A really easy way to clean these up is to use a little brake cleaner and a rag and rub them around really good. And now they're clean. Now comes the fun part. We need this little race. Work it just a little bit with a screwdriver. You don't want to pry it, you just want to kind of shift it. If you pry it, you will bend your screwdrivers. But if you just kind of work it, it'll come up. Alright, so, alright. Okay. This race fits on perfect. This is the one that I took off of the Magnum. I've not typically had that happen. Here's another race. This is from a Maxi. And this one is really sloppy. So if you use this kind of race, you would need this little trim piece to slide in, and you pound it in. I'm gonna heat this up so it slides down perfect. Okay, see if this slides down. Okay, I'm not gonna use the original bearings. I have brand new cage bearings, which I really prefer. For the bearings, I like to use a grease that is in a tube because it's easy to apply. Just like that. And when you install the bearings, that is gonna push it down and make it perfect. Nice and even. All right. For the top, same thing. Do it around the edge. Top will look like that. And then just slide your bearings right in. Now we just take our triple tree, slide it in from the bottom, line it up with the top, and screw it in. We slide the top piece on. Before we tighten this top nut down, we do want to install the fork tubes. So make sure these are loose. Slide these up. Tighten these to hold the fork tubes. They don't have to be that tight, just tight enough. And you want the fork tubes installed so that way the triple screw will be aligned when you tighten it. Alright, now you can tighten the top nut. Alright, that is all it takes to install the EBR forks. Now we just have to put the handlebars back on the front wheel.